How to change your language on Amazon. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through some interesting tips and features about Amazon that many people might not be aware of. We'll be focusing on something simple but surprisingly useful, adjusting the language settings on your Amazon account. You might be wondering, why would anyone need to change the language on Amazon? Well, there are actually several reasons this could happen. Sometimes, you might find that Amazon is not displaying content in English or your preferred language. This can occur due to a glitch in the system, or it might happen if you're accessing Amazon while connected to a proxy server or using a VPN service. When this happens, Amazon automatically detects your virtual location and switches the display language to match that region, which can be confusing if you don't understand the language it defaults to. If you ever notice that the text, menus, or product descriptions are showing up in a different language, and you'd prefer everything to appear in English or any other language you're comfortable with, don't worry, it's very easy to fix. All you have to do is log into your Amazon account and head over to the language settings section. In a moment, I'm going to show you exactly where to find these settings, how to browse through the list of available languages, and how to save your preferences so that everything displays the way you want it to, no matter where you're accessing Amazon from. So, if you've ever found yourself puzzled by unexpected language changes, or you just want to customize your experience, make sure to watch this video till the end so you don't miss any steps. Let's get started. And even if you're not signed into your Amazon account, you can still adjust the language settings without any problem. If you look toward the top right corner of the Amazon homepage, you'll notice the language and region options. From here, you can click on Change Country Region to explore additional settings. This menu lets you pick not only the region, but also the language you'd like to use while browsing. For instance, you can simply click on the flag icon or the language label you see at the top right. When you open this menu, you'll find a list of available languages you can switch to instantly. If the site is displaying in a language you don't recognize, you may also notice that Google Translate options automatically appear at the top of your browser. This can help you temporarily translate the page while you look for the correct language option. In this example, I'm going to switch the site back to English by selecting it from the drop-down. That's all it takes to change the language quickly. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is the difference between changing your language and changing your country or region? That's a really good question. The main distinction is that different regional versions of Amazon often have different product selections, promotions, and sellers. For example, if you're browsing on Amazon.com in the United States, you'll see a completely different range of products compared to what you'd find on Amazon.co.jp in Japan. To demonstrate, let's say I want to explore Amazon Japan. I would first select Japan as my country or region, then click Go to Website. This action loads the Japanese version of Amazon. If you prefer to keep the interface in English, even while you shop on the Japanese site, you can go back into the language settings and choose English again. Once you do this, you'll notice that although you're still on Amazon Japan, all the menus, navigation, and product details are now displayed in English. This makes it much easier to browse without any confusion. After adjusting the language, you can also set your preferred currency. For example, if you want to see prices in US dollars, you can change the currency setting to USD. When you're finished, just click Save Changes. From that point on, you'll see dollar prices throughout the site. I'll show you a quick side-by-side comparison to highlight how different the product suggestions are between regions. Here on the US version of Amazon, these are the products recommended for me based on my browsing history. But when I switch over to the Japanese version, you can see an entirely different set of suggested items. This clearly demonstrates that each Amazon marketplace tailors its product offerings and sellers to the customers in that specific region. To illustrate this further, I'll search for blush on Amazon Japan. You can see all the products that come up here. These are mainly Japanese brands and sellers. Then, if I perform the same search for blush on the US site, you'll notice that the top results are completely different, featuring brands and listings popular in the American market. This difference shows how Amazon adapts its inventory to local preferences and availability. Another important section you should be aware of is located at the top left of the page, where it displays your delivery location. Here, you can enter a postal code or choose a country where you want your orders to be delivered. For example, you might be physically in the United States, but want to shop on Amazon Japan and have products shipped internationally. As long as the seller offers international shipping, this is entirely possible. Now, let's go ahead and log into an account so I can walk you through the rest of these settings step by step. Once I'm signed in, you'll see that my delivery location is displayed at the top left. This is where Amazon shows you which items can be shipped to your current address. If you want to see items available for delivery to another country, simply click on Change next to your address and select your desired location. It's worth mentioning that Amazon will only show you products that are eligible for delivery to the region you've selected. If something can't be shipped to your country, it either won't appear in your search results, or you'll see a note saying that shipping isn't available. For example, let's say I find this blush that I really like, and it's available for delivery to my address. I can go ahead and click Add to Cart or Buy Now. From here, the checkout process continues as usual, and that's what it looks like when you combine language settings, regional browsing, and delivery preferences all together. It's a powerful way to customize your shopping experience and access products from different parts of the world. Let's say I go ahead and click on Proceed to checkout. At this stage, you'll be able to see all the relevant order information laid out clearly, allowing you to review the items you're purchasing as well as the shipping details before you finalize your order. Here, you can take a close look at the shipping prices, especially if you're placing an international order. It's important to pay attention to these costs because they can vary significantly depending on where the item is being shipped from and where it's going. You'll also see options to join Amazon Prime, which can give you access to faster shipping times, exclusive discounts, and additional benefits that can make your shopping experience smoother. When you're reviewing your order summary, you'll notice that the total amount is broken down into several components. You'll see a subtotal for the items themselves, a line showing shipping and handling fees, the estimated tax for your region, and any import fees or customs charges. In my case, the import charges are quite high since my region imposes significant duties on incoming products. These import fees will be different for each country, so if you're planning to use Amazon for purposes like dropshipping, it's essential to factor these costs into your pricing strategy. Many entrepreneurs and small businesses are now using Amazon as a reliable platform for dropshipping, but overlooking shipping and import fees can cut into your margins. Always review these details carefully before you complete a purchase or set up your own storefront. One thing to keep in mind is that Amazon operates on a global scale, so no matter where you are in the world, there's likely a version of Amazon catering to your region. In most cases, you won't need to deal with extremely high international shipping costs if you're shopping within your designated marketplace. Now, let's talk briefly about Amazon from the perspective of a seller or a business owner. If you're interested in selling your products on Amazon, you can also adjust your language and region settings through Amazon Seller Central. This is the dedicated platform for managing your seller account, listing products, handling orders, and tracking your sales performance. To get started, you simply create a seller account by signing up through Seller Central. Amazon is the largest online marketplace in the world, so listing your products here can give you an incredible opportunity to reach millions of potential customers across multiple countries. It's an excellent way to expand your business and build a global presence. For example, if you want to change your Seller Central account's language or adjust other settings, you'll first need to log in. In this case, I have a verification prompt for extra security. So I'm going to enter the code I received, click Submit Code, and then complete the two-step verification process. Once I'm inside my Seller Central dashboard, I can navigate to the settings in the same way you would on a regular Amazon account. From the top right corner, you can access your account settings, including your language preferences, region, and other account management tools. You can also explore additional sections like Amazon Family, your personal recommendations, and general settings to further customize your experience. If you ever need to learn more about any of these options, there are help articles available, many of them in English or in the language you selected for your account. Personally, I find it easiest to adjust language settings by clicking on the country flag in the top right corner of the screen. It's quick, convenient, and saves you the trouble of digging through multiple menus. That wraps up everything I wanted to share with you today. I hope you found this video helpful and learned something new about how to manage your Amazon account effectively. If you did find this information useful, please consider sharing it with someone who might benefit. Maybe a friend, a family member, or even a business partner who's trying to figure out Amazon settings. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like. If you have any questions about this tutorial or anything else related to Amazon or other social platforms, feel free to drop your questions in the comments below. I do my best to respond as quickly as I can, because the whole purpose of this channel is to help you navigate these tools confidently and get the most out of them. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in the next video.